Hi, I'm Lili Vasileff. I am the president of Wealth Protection Management. I'm based in Greenwich, Connecticut, and I really work in Greater Metro New York area. I also work across the country with clients and professionals. As a divorce financial expert, this type of financial planning is completely different than your linear financial planning efforts. And by that I mean, we're in an arena that is fused with emotions and psychology and numbers and children and families that literally depend on guidance and a roadmap for what their new future lives are going to look like. So it's an interesting blend of both art and science. And typically when clients come to see me, I would say that one is usually farther down the path than the other one, which means that patience is rewarded if possible, and respect and dignity are important in the process to allow each individual to actually have the time to process what's happening to them. And it's not just about the numbers, but it's so much about the numbers. And the numbers are just not numbers. They really reflect a lot of what has gone on in their lives in terms of values and experiences. So my job of what I bring to the table is really trying to read between the numbers to interpret it for the clients so that they have a way to reinvent themselves, to understand what they need to leave behind in terms of baggage and what they need to carry forward in terms of new goals. And the three things that I really recommend strongly to the clients is one, never make a decision unless you feel fully informed about the pros and cons of each one of those decisions and the consequences of it. Two, to understand how it helps them define the meaning in their new life. And three, enable them to feel secure and confident that they have a roadmap for going forward. And many times these clients will come back to me years later and tell me all the stories that happened to them after the divorce process and how they felt numb through the process, and yet it got them to a place of peace of mind, of reinvention, of renewal. So when I talk to my peers about going into this kind of industry, it's really important that you approach it from a multidimensional point of view, that you understand your role is there to support both the human part of it as well as the tech side of it. And it's important, whichever hat you wear, whether you're an advocate or an expert or a neutral in the divorce process, to remember that this is a family who's going through divorce, who depends on having confidence for their future. You can reach me at lily@wealthprotectionmanagement.com, 203-622-4911.